Are you not a caviar person either?
No, I like caviar. That's the ironic thing. But I
okay.
don't want caviar floating in
your tea.
In anything. Yeah, but it's not all of us. I mean, it might be me a little bit.
Right. We're not all high all the time.
Right. Not all the time. Because we have to sleep too.
Correct. Yeah. I've seen some poops. They're not fun to look at.
Look at you bragging.
Oh my God.
Here comes Big Wayne. He's seen some poops.
Humble brag. Welcome to Hella Foggy, a podcast about the Bay Area.
I'm Greg. He's Wayne.
We're two Bay Area natives from both sides of the Bay.
Our podcast gets a little ranty.
A little sentimental.
Sometimes informative.
But mostly pointless.
Basically, it's just us trying to make sense of this weird place we love and call home.
So order your matcha latcha ding dong boba latte.
And enjoy Hella Foggy.
Hey, Greg.
Hi, Wayne. What the hell is a matcha latcha ding dong boba latte?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It sounds awful.
It sounds a little over the top.
Like it sounds fake.
It probably is. Yeah, it's fake. It's just a bunch of, malarkey.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah?
Yeah, because this is so stupid. It's fake. It's not real. Because we're talking about misconceptions about the Bay Area. And one of those misconceptions is we drink weird coffee drinks.
Coffee drinks, now it's evolved into just boba everything. We like fancy
beverages
that nobody else has, but eventually people take on.
It feels like boba lattes or bobas in general, boba fetts, whatever they're called. They're not a Bay Area thing. They're kind of all over the place.
They're all over the place. They're originally from Taiwan. Yeah, I remember ordering it early, like in the 90s.
Well, look at you.
Yeah. I'm an OG boba guy, which I've grown out of it, by the way. I don't know if I could take them anymore. My kids love them.
I've never had a boba tea or anything.
What?
You know what? It looks like caviar. It looks.
Are you not a caviar person either?
No, I like caviar. That's the ironic thing. But I don't want caviar floating in
your tea.
In anything.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to drink caviar, and I don't mean good caviar. I mean like the salmon caviar that people also use for bait.
Right. The big orange ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
So those things. Those disgusting things. What are they?
I believe they're tapioca.
Ugh.
They're sort of like tapioca balls.
And then tapioca pudding has those little spider eggs in it. See? It's the same thing. It's disgusting.
There's some big ass spider eggs in. Jeez.
Well, that's especially.
The more you talk about it, the more disgusting it sounds.
It starts at disgusting.
I'm going to tell you a little quick story. In the 80s, my mom was really big into cod liver oil supplements.
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
They looked like little tiny footballs, and she would give them to me, and I would be like, okay, I'll take it, whatever.
And that's why you're a big, strong, healthy man now. Thanks to Mrs. Lee.
Yeah. I'm the brawny of Millbrae. I had a cousin who was absolutely averse. Is that the word?
Adverse?
Adverse to...
No, I think averse. I think averse is right. I don't know. If I wrote it down, I'd figure it out. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay. He was averse. He couldn't stand anything that resembled like a small little, I don't know, like a marble ball type thing. He could not swallow it.
Well, good for him.
Like pills. He couldn't swallow pills. He couldn't do anything. So my mom gave him one of these vitamins and he couldn't swallow it. And so as he left it in his mouth, the outer lining began to melt.
So he got pure cod liver oil.
Pure cod liver oil melted, and just consumed his mouth.
Oh, poor lad.
Poor guy.
Oh, you know what they look like?
What?
This is a throwback. They look like the chemical weapons they use in The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to The Rock. Here's some tapioca.
It goes back to The Rock.
Giant tapioca. I guess the ones in The Rock look more like the salmon.
Yeah, and they had that clangy noise, I remember. That was pretty cool. The sound design was really neat on that.
Yes.
Thank you, Nick Cage, for saving us from getting taken over by boba. Well, Should we just do our takebacks first and then get into our topics?
The takebacks are a good example of us, our perfect selves, being confused about facts about the Bay Area. So
I don't know how to use the internet, basically. So
well, neither apparently do I.
when I pulled up Netscape the other day, I could have sworn that, that Boudin clam chowder bowls I mistakenly priced it out as $32. They're about $14 for a chowder bowl nowadays. What I saw was
Yeah.
their gift pack, which was essentially something that you could mail to yourself or send to a friend, but it includes 4 bread bowls and 2 cans of soup. So that's $32.
Staying home from work today because I'm waiting for my shipment of sourdough bowls.
Yeah.
But I think it is telling that when you said $32, I didn't blink.
I didn't flinch either, right? It's like,
Yeah.
sure, of course it's $32. Why wouldn't you pay $32 for a bread bowl?
That's because we're old men. And we have no sense of
inflation. Just goes a lot quicker in our older minds nowadays.
Yeah.
So
it's $300.
That's it. Deal. So that's out of the way.
Oh, and then there's an issue with the missions. We were talking out of our ass.
You were just making up missions everywhere.
Yeah, that was my fault, I think. San Bruno doesn't have a mission.
No, they may have a mission, world domination, maybe.
Yeah.
Not an actual, like, Spanish mission.
The insidious city of San Bruno as they attempt to claw power, but they don't have a mission you'd take a field trip to as a small child.
But no, we didn't.
Still a saint, Saint Bruno,
mm-hmm.
Which is, I think, a funny saint name. Bruno's just a funny name.
I like Bruno. I've known a Bruno here and there. I feel like dogs are usually named Bruno.
My friend's grandpa was named Bruno. He was no saint, though. Yeah, and then I think that Bruce Willis had Bruno as a secondary identity. He did like Terrible White Guy Blues.
Oh, was that his stage name?
It was Bruno.
Yeah, because he was in that Levi's was it Levi's commercial?
And I think he did he do like a Seagram's Golden Wine Cooler?
Oh, yeah, that does sound right.
I will say that in high school, California coolers were a drink of choice.
Yeah.
And that seems Bay Area-ish.
I mean, that was the precursor to all these, like...
Bartles and James.
Yeah, Bartles and James, right?
And I guess kind of Zima.
Zima was a big thing in the 90s.
And it's essentially the dregs of beer.
Yeah.
It's friggin' disgusting. Yeah, so that was California coolers. And then because they had fruit particles floating in it, it made you very sick very quickly.
Oh, really? Is that why?
Yeah, I'm sure the sugar helped launch 1,000 vomits.
Yeah. My first job in the East Bay, actually. Yeah. I remember there was a refrigerator full of sodas, and they actually had a bunch of Bartles and James in there.
Ugh. Did you put boba in it?
I know, right? Maybe I should have.
Oh, no. Why would you do that to yourself? You know what? Honestly, I should try boba. Don't you think?
To finally say you've done it. Yeah. I don't know if it's not for everybody. It's not for me anymore. So
yeah, my daughter likes them, but she's a young person.
She's a youngin'.
She's not afraid of new scary things like having weird balls in your drink. And then we had an issue around El Camino Real.
More like we just sort of mislabeled something. We called the lamps that are sort of markers along El Camino, right? We call them lamps, but they're technically not lamps.
Wait, you just said we called the lamps lamps.
So yeah, they're actually bells. Bells up atop a shepherd's crook.
Okay. So yes, and I'm glad we're correcting that because somebody might have been looking for the El Camino Real.
Yeah.
And they would have been seeing those damn bells.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I have a bell related news item.
Okay.
Yeah. So Lafayette, kind of where I grew up, the Taco Bell shut down, Wayne.
Oh, is that the last one?
That was, I think, one of the last ones that had the fiberglass bell.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's sad.
Oh, it is
That
sad.
was a good Taco Bell too.
Yeah, we had one, weirdly enough, in San Bruno.
Mhm.
Couldn't sit inside it. You had to sit outside it. It just had
Yeah.
a walk-up window, and then you ordered your tacos. But I still have the glass tumblers from, whatever, 40 years ago, when they would have the DC Comics,
All right.
like Super Friends and, all that, Shazam and The Flash, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all those tumblers. I still have them.
Oh, well, your wife is a very lucky woman.
I've embraced my nerddom.
And the boba and the cod liver oil has made you robust.
Yes. I guess there's somebody that tracks old Taco Bells
Yeah.
around the state and country or wherever, because a lot of them have not been demolished, right?
Mhm.
Restaurants have moved in and just repurposed the building.
Yeah.
And so it still has the shape, the sort of like iconic, Taco Bell building shape.
Yeah, that Adobe Mission kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think actually near me there is there's a decolonized Taco Bell that is now
Decolonized.
a proper Mexican restaurant.
Oh, nice.
So good for them. Good for taking back the Mission architecture.
The one in San Bruno turned into a Chinese restaurant.
That's good, better. That's the best. that was weird, Wayne.
All right.
But did you want to get into it? Get into
Sure.
the misconceptions that weigh down the Bay Area.
We touched upon it last time.
Yeah.
Where we mentioned the Mark Twain quote, right?
Yeah.
And everybody has sort of attributed it to him, saying it about San Francisco.
Yeah, so he says the worst winter I ever spent was summer in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Is what he is credited for saying, but it's controversial.
Yeah, it's been, I guess, debunked that he never actually said that. But it's a great line. Talks about a reality of San Francisco where the summers are cold. And so, we thought it'd be nice to sort of talk about some other aspects that people sort of assume or think about as very San Franciscan and Bay Area like the word hella, right? It's in our title.
Yeah.
That is straight up NorCal, right? San Francisco and Bay Area natives use that term all the time. Basically means a lot of, right?
Yeah, it's equal to 3 shit tons.
Yes, it's actually 3.2, but we round down a little bit.
Yeah, they use shit.
But yeah.
They use shit tons mainly in Europe.
So yeah, that's something that we use all the time. We embrace, and I think it's pretty cool.
Yes, it's wonderful. But is that a misconceptions thing?
No, I guess not. It's just something that is.
That's a straight up conception,
right?
All right, let's list out what misconceptions people have about the Bay Area. Well,
okay. One that I think everybody outside of the Bay Area seems to think is that we're always high. Right?
Yeah.
I remember when the Giants played the Rangers in the World Series back in 2010, the news reporter from Texas was, doing a story right outside the ballpark, and he was like, "I smell pot everywhere."
Well, that's not a misconception. You do smell pot.
That was probably the case at that time there in that one location. So
I'll tell you, when I was living in Michigan, I had a remote job in Berkeley, and then I'd go out to Berkeley every so often and go into the office. And Berkeley reeked of weed, like every block. And it didn't matter if it was a residential block, if it was like the library. The whole place smelled of weed. And I can't tell if I'm used to it now or it's less so, but man, It was kind of stinky.
Yeah. It's a little overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
If you're not in the mood for it, I think it's a little annoying.
Yeah. Secondhand smoke is a little different when it's coming from a joint of marijuana.
Yeah, you just sort of like get accustomed to it. nowadays.
Yeah.
Because it's legal
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah. So that's not a misconception either then. That's just a reality.
Yeah, but it's not all of us. I mean, it might be me a little bit.
Right. We're not all high
Right,
all the
right.
time.
Not all the time. Because we have to sleep too.
Correct. Yeah. What about you? What's one that you think of?
So you brought up the baseball thing.
Mhm.
And I don't remember the name of the guy, but there was somebody who played for the Giants, and he was a Southerner or something, and he got traded or he quit the Giants or something. And then his thing was, I couldn't stand all that goth energy.
Oh, geez. Was that Aubrey Huff?
I don't remember,
No.
but he was like there was so much goth energy coming down from the stands. It's like the McCovey Stadium or whatever it's called, Pac Bell. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's gone through several iterations of naming.
Well, it's called the McCovey Stadium because
No, well, you mean the Cove?
yeah.
So there's the ballpark, which is now, I believe, Oracle Park. It had been AT&T. It had been SBC.
And I called it Pac Bell that doesn't even exist anymore.
It actually started off as Pac Bell.
That was probably the last thing that was called Pac Bell.
Yeah, probably. Huh? But the Cove outside is McCovey Cove.
I just said McCovey because I'm confused.
I'm so proud of you for bringing up sports. By the way,
Thank you, Wayne.
it's a big day.
This is embarrassing. I only found out 2 weeks ago that the Super Bowl's here.
Oh, Jesus.
Like accidentally.
Oh my God.
Because I just don't care. But no, so this player is like, oh, the goth energy. And the thing is that park that he was playing in, that we're talking about now, is the most yuppie, ridiculous baseball stadium I've ever been to. It's the least gothic. It's you can buy sushi.
Yeah, it's gotta be Aubrey Huff. He was a bit of a redneck.
I don't know, but it was very controversial. Have you ever gone to a San Jose Giants game?
I've never been. I've wanted to. I think my daughter's gone there with her friends before.
It's a blast, man.
Is it? I bet.
At least when I went with my friend Michelle and our then spouses. And no, it's so fun. And so it's like going to a college game with beer. And it's like a little park, and it's great. And I highly recommend anybody, if they got nothing to do on a Sunday and the San Jose Giants are playing, go down.
I love the fact that we have our single A team just down the freeway.
Yeah.
And now our triple A teams in Sacramento. So it's like really close by to see, either players, coming up and developing, or like if somebody's rehabbing. It's kind of neat that we're so close to several of our minor league teams here.
And they're relatively cheap to go to, and they're just accessible and fun.
Yeah, maybe this spring we should go see one.
Oh, Wayne, that would be. I'd love that.
It's a date.
Okay,
as long as you don't get too gothy on me, though.
And then we should tell our fans when we're gonna go, and then maybe we can all sit together and hold hands.
Yeah, a little fog fest.
Oh, we're not going to call it that, though.
Okay, we'll come up with something better.
I shatter your dreams a lot, Wayne, and I apologize, but
no, that was I'm sure that's been used and is not licensable. Okay,
I got one.
Yeah,
I got one. We're all hippies. We're all hippie, hacky sacking, liberal Marxists, anarchists, all the time. Everybody. Even your grandma.
Even my grandma, yeah.
Especially your grandma. I heard about that lady.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's a San Franciscan legend.
Throwing Molotov cocktails and voting for Willie Brown.
Yeah.
That's not the case, Wayne.
You don't think so?
No. We're not all hippies.
No. I'm pretty sure we're not all hippies.
No. Oh my gosh. You have no idea. In fact, I'll say this. Like, growing up here and being having the Grateful Dead shoved in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there is enough truth to that it can get annoying.
Yeah.
But it's such an old phenomenon. It's literally talking about one point in San Francisco's history.
It's a small part of our history too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happened 50 some odd years ago. And it was like my parents were certainly not hippies. My parents were Goldwater Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just it's this thing. And the thing is like San Francisco, the ideologies, there's a huge libertarian bent that kind of internet thinking emerged out of. There's a really conservative aspect. There's Stanford is considered a sort of important institution in conservative thinking. Maybe not so much anymore with Trump, but I will say it's maybe what people aren't used to is the fact that it is really eclectic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of places aren't eclectic, and it kind of freaks people out that aren't used to it.
What was the sort of counterculture element of it
Yeah.
back in the 60s, right? The whole reason why the term yuppie came to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the hippies grew up
Yeah.
and became yuppies.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and that would be probably the predominant like culture in the 80s here was the yuppie culture.
I will say that we tend to have comfortable relations with counterculture groups. Like people kind of are left alone for the most part.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want, more or less. I mean, there's definitely like like when you're trying to park in the Berkeley Bowl parking lot in Berkeley, there is a lot of ideological struggle because you get a lot of comments about how you're driving and where you should go.
Yeah.
But actually the Berkeley Bowl parking lot should be an episode because it's it's one of the most unpleasant places in the Bay Area.
Oh, I'm sure you have, first-hand experience.
Yes, knowledge, maybe. Yeah, my friend Toby talked about the Berkeley head shake, which is it's just
What's that?
And this isn't like students. This is like the comfortable upper middle class people of Berkeley. And just there's a passive aggression that is it's just really it's very funny actually, but there's like if you block someone in Berkeley Bowl with your cart who's trying to get past, you'll just get a slight head shake.
Oh.
You know, just like
And
that's what's funny about Berkeley is Berkeley has this reputation of being this wild counterculture paradise, but man, there are some uptight folks that live in Berkeley. Anyways, we're not all hippies, for fudge's sake.
That's a good misconception. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a more recent one nowadays is that we all drive electric cars, mainly Teslas. I don't know if it's true. I don't have one right now.
Do you ever think you'd get a hybrid or anything like that?
I think so. I think I'd like to, have one as my next vehicle. I'm not against it. Again, I don't know if everybody has it. Like it's not everywhere, but there are a lot of Teslas here, I would say. Okay. So that's one.
That is one.
Well, another one is again, like it's in our title.
Mm-hmm.
The misconception that it's always foggy here.
Yeah.
Which is not true, especially when you're away from the coast.
Oh, like growing up, like summers where I grew up, I don't know about where you grew up, but we're like blazing dry and hot.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is like right now, if you go outside, there's no snow. One thing, there's no snow.
Right.
But also the hills are very green and lush. But in the summer, it's so hot and so dry that the hills essentially turn white, like very pale.
Yeah. They're so pale, right?
And it's like oppressive as hell. And I remember that big drought that happened in the 70s. And it was also the gas crisis at the same time. And I just remember being in the car on a hot day waiting in a gas line, and there's just sunlight glinting off all the 70s chrome. It was the most unpleasant thing.
Oh my God. That entire memory is just washed over by this beige,
yes,
color. So,
that's another thing we should talk about is there's a lot more beige in the landscape in the Bay Area than people think.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
You mentioned snow just a second ago. Like, what's coming up is the 50th anniversary of the last time there was actual snow in San Francisco, like sea level snow.
Yeah.
early February of 76 was the last time snow fell and stuck. And like significant enough to be like over an inch of snow.
Right. And I remember it was very exciting.
Yeah.
And I want to say that they made some accommodation at school. Like we got to go home early or something.
Like an actual snow day.
Yeah. Even though it was like a laughable amount of snow compared to the Midwest. I do remember getting my first snowball fight. That was very exciting.
Oh my God. Lucky you.
Because I think that was my first experience with snow. I mean, after that, definitely I went to Lake Tahoe and then Mount Diablo gets snow.
Yeah, and like Mount Tam,
yeah,
we'll get some snow. Santa Cruz Mountains will get some snow.
Yeah,
but like I think what they like to record as the last time was literally in the city of San Francisco and at sea level, right? Because at Twin Peaks, it probably if it's really cold, might get something.
Really, at Twin Peaks, you think?
I think so. Yeah. Like in a like a rare cold storm, right?
I think the Berkeley Hills get snow like once every 15 years or something, and it doesn't stick at all.
Doesn't last. No. Yeah. But enough time for the news reporter to go up there and get that shot, right?
Yeah, and then like people show up with their families.
With their toboggans.
Yeah. That they bought specifically because it snowed.
Yeah, they went down to REI and picked up something.
Exactly. And then we get rain too.
We hope we get rain. I think that's the thing.
But man, sometimes we get a lot of rain.
Yeah, the El Niños.
And it screws stuff.
It always screws things up.
Yeah, and then down by Pacifica, like there's a chunk of 101 that's missing. Or not 101, Highway 1.
Yeah, Highway 1. Devil's Slide was a big, dangerous part of that stretch that would always have little landslides and start falling apart. So they eventually built the tunnel that bore through that side of the mountain and then just having to go through Devil's Slide.
And then... Here's lifting the veil a little bit. So Wayne and I have a Google Doc that we operate off of while we're doing this. Yes, we're organized. And so on our list, it says for misconceptions, on our list, one of them is we love homeless people. And I want to say ladies and gentlemen, we don't love homeless people. Of course we love homeless. We love everybody. At least Wayne and I do.
Yes, we do love everybody. It is an issue that nobody can solve in a lot of places. I wouldn't say it's just San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's a large problem in parts of San Francisco. It's definitely not pervasive as the news would portray, the national news at least.
No.
But yeah, no, it's a problem. I think there's a lot of people that are trying to figure out how to solve it. Good for them. Hopefully we can figure something out. Yeah, I drive to the city sometimes and to visit my in-laws. And when I'm driving past Lake Merced, the parking along that stretch that has just been overrun by unhoused, RV trailers and cars and it's sad. I think they need to go somewhere, and that seems to be the most convenient for them. But I think San Francisco's trying to figure out ways to address that.
Yeah, don't want to sound too flippant because it's not an ideal situation for anybody.
No.
It's sad. And then City Hall had, I don't know if it's still the case, but they had like really kind of big encampments. Do you remember?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. In that plaza.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even like when I used to walk to my office and I would just remember, I don't know, sometimes the origin of the poop, but
okay.
I don't know whether it's usually a dog poop or a hobo poop.
Right.
So, but yeah, I would have to sort of maneuver my way around sometimes, walking around the streets of San Francisco.
That's pleasant.
But that's, like I was saying, it's not everywhere. There are certain areas that are a little more.
Yeah, well, naturally, because I think people also just want to be with people.
Yeah.
So you want to find the place that people go is the place that people go, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about pooping.
I've seen some poops. They're not fun to look at.
Look at you bragging.
Oh my God.
Here comes Big Wayne. He's seen some poops.
Humble brag.
Yeah. What other misconceptions can you think of?
Let's see.
I think people do, like, people from out of state confuse, and this goes beyond the Bay Area, but they confuse Northern California with Southern California.
Yeah.
And in a really benign way. They think that's like, I remember as in 8th grade in French class, we had like letter exchanges with some French kids.
Mm-hmm.
In the equivalent of 8th grade or whatever in France.
Right.
And so it's like, do you go to Disneyland every day? Disneyland's like 6 hours away. And just it's not a surfer's paradise. There's surfing in the Bay Area, but more
Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, but that's that problem of too many bays. That's in Santa Cruz, so that's Monterey Bay. There was Bob Wise Surfboards. That was the famous surf shop in San Francisco that closed a few years ago. Surfing on the ocean side. It's super cold, though. That's another thing. The water here is so cold.
It's chilly out there. Yeah.
So cold.
You got to wear a wetsuit.
Yeah. In fact, the O'Neill Cold Water Classic is in California. And it's called the Cold Water Classic because people are wearing wetsuits.
Yeah.
Because it's freezing. And what it's so we're not LA. That's what I'm trying to say. We're not LA.
Oh, you know what is very interesting is how people refer to San Francisco as.
Oh, like nicknames?
Yeah. Nicknames, shortened versions of what they like to call San Francisco.
Frisco.
Obviously, the big one is Frisco or even San Fran.
Yeah. SF.
How do you feel about those nicknames?
The city.
Yeah. If you're from here, we just call it the city.
I can handle SF. The city is kind of what I default to. When you were, say, in high school, would you say, I'm going to the city?
I would say that, yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
I think it's just because I done so much in the city. You know, I had family there. I was always visiting, spending a lot of time with some friends there. We just started referring to it as the city. And so that's sort of the norm anyway. You also do say San Francisco a lot. You know, San Francisco, although we like to call it the city, you know.
Yeah.
Like everybody else calls themselves the city too. So it's not like we didn't trademark the city.
Yeah, but I think like in New York, if you're in Brooklyn, you talk about the city and that's Manhattan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they have their own references, right?
Yeah,
other
totally.
cities. Yeah.
Totally. And then there's the town thing, and I think that's just made up.
Oh, I think it's more of a recent thing, you know.
Yeah.
Oakland being sort of identifying themselves as the town. Could be from the whole Oaktown thing. Well, it is from the Oaktown thing.
Right.
But
it's funny because we live in a urbanized region.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about, I thought this was funny when I was young, was like, it makes us sound like we all live like in farms. Like we live in some dusty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna mosey up to the big city.
The big city. But yeah, it's not. It was like really, it's a megapolis, I'm gonna say, because all the cities around the bay until you get to the North Bay are connected. So it's just like a giant city. It's a massive city. And then getting back to the names, though, because I think this is a crucial topic. The Frisco thing.
How do you feel about that?
Is weird to me.
Yeah.
I've always been told, not always, I don't know who would have told me this, but I've heard that, like, if you're a Hell's Angel, Frisco is correct. Because that's what they have on their jacket. But, like, I remember I was at a connecting flight.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was in Denver. And so I was going through, and then I was talking to the gate agent, and she goes, "Oh, and it looks like your flight to Frisco." It just, my skin crawled. And she, I think, was probably like, oh yeah, I'll use the lingo and
I'll just use the cool term that everybody uses.
yeah, Frisco. And it's funny. It's like obviously it doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter, and it's one of those things that's fun to get chippy about. But
weirdly enough, I've grown to not care anymore. Like if you want to call it that, go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't use it. I don't say it. I don't say San Fran either. But if you don't want to say the extra syllable or syllables, then go for it.
When people say San Fran, my mind fills in Cisco, like the song San Francisco, because the cadence in that song,
San
Francisco. Just put in the Cisco. Why are we Cisco? We should be we should be Cisco.
Why? Yeah. Why is that not ever a term that people use?
That's actually the company Cisco. The name comes from San Francisco. Just like they chop up.
Yeah, isn't it? Like their logo is sort of the bridge, right?
Yeah. And they're in San Jose, so go figure.
Should have been Jose. What the hell?
I like that.
Jose, yeah.
A tech company called Jose.
What else is there?
that people get wrong about the Bay Area.
We like our wine and cheese. Wine especially.
I like wine and cheese.
Yeah.
I like wine and cheese a lot, in fact.
That was like an insult especially in the 80s when the 49ers were in their heyday.
Yeah.
When they were winning all their Super Bowls and championships. The insult was that the fan base were a bunch of wine and cheese
goths, apparently.
Yuppies or whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? Screw that. That's so stupid. I hate that. I hate regional prejudice against cuisine. It's the dumbest thing. It's the dumbest.
And the fact is, everybody drinks wine, right? Sure. We all also drink a lot of beer here as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of microbreweries and, other types of.
I'll tell you about Wayne, I'll tell you about microbreweries in the Bay Area.
Yeah. Tell me about them.
Like, dude, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
In the history of microbreweries and independent breweries, the Bay Area, like, come on, man.
Gordon Biersch.
If you drink an IPA, I don't know why you would, because it's disgusting. But if you're drinking an IPA, you can thank the Bay Area, because otherwise you'd be drinking crappy Milwaukee's Best or something like that. Yeah, I mean, there are good regional beers for sure that are not Californian and are not microbrews. But Anchor Steam? Hello.
We can talk about Anchor Steam.
Yeah. It doesn't really exist anymore, but
I will say, the king of them all, though, right, is Pliny the Elder.
Yeah, I mean, the current one, but like Anchor Steam is the establishment in the United States of interesting independent breweries. I'm all wound up now.
All right.
But anyways, getting back to cuisines, you know what? Everybody has their weird local cuisines. Everyone has their weird quirks. And let's all just learn to live with each other. And I'll eat your weird Polish cabbage rolls. Have some cheese. Have some wine. Let's all eat together in harmony.
Yeah, bring your cheese from wherever, and then we'll pair it up with a good wine.
Tell you what, I'll even give you a Mission burrito.
Mission burritos. Good God.
Oh, dude.
Those are so good.
When I was in London, 20 years ago or something, there was a place advertising Mission burritos.
Oh, no. And
I don't even know what that means at that point.
I can't imagine what it tasted like.
That's the thing.
Like a Hot Pocket with rice and beans.
But that's the thing is I don't understand. Like when you go places, and I've never lived in a place that didn't have good Mexican food. I've lived in Colorado, good Mexican
Yeah.
food. I've lived
Okay.
in Detroit has excellent Mexican food.
Does it really?
Yeah, Mexican Town has these great,
Oh wow.
really good Mexican places.
So when you get a burrito from there, is it a mission burrito?
It would be called a mission style burrito, and usually it's just a giant burrito with everything.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good right now.
They have a little more sauces, like adobe sauce and stuff like that,
Okay.
like wet burritos.
What's your go-to like meat at least?
Oh man, that's a good one. I think barbecue chicken, because we used to go in San Francisco. There was a place on Broadway that Wayne and I went to, and other people we worked, like I think everybody in advertising went to. And I don't even know the name of the place, but it's just the
the burrito place on Broadway, we would just call it, or something, right?
Or just.
But we had a term. We had a term.
There was a term for for this place, and it was
what kind of beans?
Yeah, the first thing they ask when you walk in the door, usually with not a lot of enthusiasm, was what kind of beans. And I'm not even doing it justice because I don't even want to approach how robotic the guy sounded. But they had the most amazing barbecue chicken for burrito use that I've ever encountered.
Oh God, I bet it was like $4 back then. It was. I'd love to go back 30 years right now and go back there.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. I went to a Mexican place with my friend Michelle like a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
the burrito was $20. This is in Napa.
Good grief!
$20 for a burrito, and it wasn't.
Is there a wine pairing?
That would have been 50 probably.
Okay.
No, but it was $20, and it was a fine burrito, but burritos shouldn't cost $20. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. My number one choice is always like a good carnitas.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like every burrito meat is good.
Yeah.
There's burrito meats that I wouldn't eat outside of a burrito, like tongue.
Oh, lengua is amazing. For those who have not tried it, the way that they cook it, it's amazing.
But if Wayne Lee were to call Greg Mills and say, "Hey, Greg, I'm making tongue with the kids."
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, that was probably bad.
Bad use of assembly of sentence.
That's another misconception, is that we make tongue with our kids. Yeah, but I would not. I go, "You're disgusting. Don't ever call me again." But if you said, "Hey, we're having lingua,"
ooh, tell me what time and I'll be right over.
With all the fixings, I'd go right over. But this is the thing I don't understand, though, is places that have bad Mexican. It's the simplest cuisine. There's 5 things.
Well, I would say that, like, if you grew up in an area that doesn't have the standard of say burritos that we do, right? You just don't know. I remember we had some family visiting from Dallas. This is years ago, probably like 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, let's order some pizzas," right? And we have some pretty good pizza out here. I wouldn't say it's the absolute best, but we have some really good pizza out here.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, we love pizza. Is there a Domino's here?"
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, we have a lot
rough.
to teach you here. Yeah.
That sucks.
So, but that's probably all they knew in Dallas,
I bet you could get decent pizza in Dallas these days.
Yeah. Nowadays. Yeah. We're talking about like, in 1990, it would have been a different story. Right.
What's your favorite pizza, just to make it relevant to our podcast? What's your favorite Bay Area pizza?
No, I think I don't know if I mentioned this right at some point. I grew up loving going to this place called Piro's on Terraville in the city.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I think it's that as a kid, you just were literally just so consumed with like the more topping, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this place was, I mean, they would put an entire bag of cheese on your pizza and see if it melted, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Because it felt like it was an inch of cheese on this thing. And the crust was incredibly, big and soft and doughy inside. And the cheese pull was insane.
The cheese pull is important.
Yeah, it's very important.
So my favorite, and this might be controversial because there's no sauce on it. It's oiled crust with cheese and vegetables, and it's cheese board pizza in Berkeley.
Okay.
And then, so when I lived in Berkeley, we'd get it every couple weeks or something. And there wasn't really choice. I think you could get a plain cheese pizza, but that would just be basically cheese bread.
Yeah.
And then they had the toppings of the day. And it was always vegetables. I don't think they ever had meat. But you'd have to get there because they'd open at 5 and there'd be a line like at 4:30.
Oh boy.
And then all the people in the neighborhood would line up, and it's so good. And what I loved about them is when you got the pizza to go, they'd throw in an extra slice, Wayne, so you could eat in the car.
That's brilliant. That's very nice of them. Jeez.
You're the way you said brilliant, it's like I showed you Cold Fusion.
Yeah, marketing geniuses at the pizza parlor.
Brilliant.
This is how we get them hooked.
Yeah. And what was cool also about Cheeseboard is they had a jazz band that would play like live. They had a live jazz band.
Oh, wow.
It was good. I like pizza.
God, I just remember the one that I actually grew up going to the most. We had a round table.
Oh, yeah, we had one too.
Oh, no, sorry. The one that I actually grew up going to was Straw Hat in Millbrae.
Yeah.
And we would have birthday parties there, and whenever my family would want to get pizza, we'd go there. And we talked about arcades. They had a nice little arcade there. But the best thing was they had this duck hunting contraption above their projection television, right? And then you would have this rifle on the other end of the room that would shoot a laser or whatever. It's like a little remote control, basically.
Yeah, yeah. So the duck was just represented by lights?
Lights. Yeah, it would just go flash across the board, and then you would just aim and shoot it, and then it would cost a quarter or whatever, right? And then you would play that, and
you got to shoot a gun.
But yeah, that was fun. Pizza was always a cool thing. There was a Toto's Pizza down in San Bruno that was very, very popular as well. But yeah, in the city, there were a bunch of other ones that my cousins probably are more familiar with.
So in Lafayette, there was this place called Sabelle's. Sabelle's Pizzeria. And so I knew people that worked there, and I'd go and get a slice or whatever. But then next door to Sabelle's was the Park Theater. And the Park Theater was this little bijou movie theater, like an Art Deco movie theater.
Oh, nice.
When I was a teenager, we climbed up on the sign like late at night. And so we would change the titles of the movies. I wish I recalled what the original names were, but one of the things we changed it to was "Oh Smelly Muff."
Oh, Jesus.
But the genius one is we changed it to Batman and Ghostbusters 2.
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember those were like the two biggest releases that summer.
At that time, Lafayette was filled with little kids. Like that was the age of the families. And so the next day we went back and there was a line around the block.
People were sleeping over on the street.
There's just some kid probably went to soccer practice in the morning. It's, oh my God. And I think this was like before people would even think to call the theater to see.
Well, back then you had, like movie phone, right?
Well, I think this was even pre-movie phone.
Oh, really? Wow.
Movie phone.
That guy's voice was like an actor or something, right? So
yeah, and it was weird because it was super localized. Like if you called,
it was great.
Yeah. But the thing was, this movie phone, it felt like it was national, right?
It might have been. It should have been. You would think it should be, right?
Yeah.
But
So
it felt so like regional, right?
right.
So it's like, yeah, I can look up a theater in San Jose or look up a theater on Venice, you know. So
it would be like Festival Cinema. 3 Men and a Baby, Theater 4.
Look who's talking to.
And then, but could you buy tickets? I think you couldn't even buy tickets. All it was
No, it was basically the page in the Chronicle, essentially, right?
Yeah.
If you didn't have access to the Chronicle, you could call up Movie Phone.
This is, if you're listening to this and you're like 30 years old, this is like when we were kids and people were talking about World War II. It's like, right. It's such, there's so many things like, yeah, so you'd have to find out movie times. You would look in the paper, the newspaper. I hate talking like this. I hate talking like, oh, the old days. But it's true. It's really weird how much stuff there was in life that we took for granted that, God, now I'm depressed.
What was that called, though? Like, because you had the Sporting Green, and then was it the Date Book?
Yeah, the Date Book and the Chronicle. So we would have checked out the Contra Costa Times, which became the East Bay Times, and they were one of the first regional newspapers to have a website. So, take that, Washington Post. And then, what was the beauty of the capsule reviews, Wayne? What did it have that was magical?
The little man.
The little man.
The little movie guy. The clapping man.
So there was a ranking system. If the movie was great, the little man was jumping out of his seat and clapping and whistling.
And if he didn't like it, he'd be sleeping.
Well, there was sleeping, and then if he really didn't like it,
oh yeah,
he didn't even show up, and there was an empty seat.
Oh, I want to get a T-shirt with that guy on that now.
I know,
like that would be awesome. I'm sure there is a place that you can get the T-shirts with movie guy.
Is there still a pink section? I don't read the Chronicle.
I don't get the Chronicle anymore. But yeah, that was very cool. And you can get the weather, right? Sports.
Now that you think about it,
it's the internet, all delivered to you from a paper. It's amazing.
Yeah, printed at 3 a.m.
All right.
Are we wrapping it up, Wayne?
Yeah, I guess so. A lot to go through.
There's a lot to edit, and I apologize. We were rambling today a little bit, but it was fun, Wayne. It's always fun chatting with you.
Yeah, no, I love the memories. So.
And you know who I love? You? Of course I love you.
Oh, wow.
And you know who else I love?
No, I don't.
Our listeners, Wayne. I know you privately, you've told me you resent our listeners. That's fine.
Don't say that. That sounds terrible.
I think it's like, it's fine. It's fine. I love our listeners.
I never said that publicly to you.
You said... you said you think that a lot of our listeners are purse snatchers. I don't know where your anger is coming from, but I love our listeners.
You know who edits this too, by the way?
Which means I can say whatever.
Say all you want, Greg.
You're a good membrane to protect our audience from me.
Yeah.
But we're going to say it again, and someday someone will respond like Adam did. Thank you, Adam. If you're enjoying our podcast, drop a comment and let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. I love you. Wayne has issues.
I love you very much as well.
Okay.
Thank you for all the people that have started listening, have told other people. We appreciate the word of mouth. You can find our podcast anywhere you get your podcast. We're also on YouTube. We have a couple subscribers on YouTube, so thank you for listening to us there.
Yeah.
There you can drop some comments. You can respond to certain things.
You can respond to all the things if you want.
All the things, if you're listening to all the episodes there, thank you.
Tell us about your day. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're lonely men, but also
Tell us about, the last time you got your chronicle and you looked up a movie, if you agree with the little man.
and frankly, just give us ideas because we need them. And if you want to see things that are cool and you want to suggest things that are cool, or you even want to be on the podcast and we can interview you, we can do all those things. Just reach out. What are you afraid of? Wayne's not that scary despite his hate for you.
Stop saying that. You're going to scare everybody away.
I know, but I'm so honest.
Honesty is going to be our downfall.
That is. Honesty has always been my downfall.
This may be the last episode we ever record because Greg's just been too honest. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
All right.
We're edgy that way, right? We're not afraid to tell the truth.
I'm going to go get a pizza right now. How about a burrito on top of a pizza?
How about a burrito at a San Jose Giants game?
Oh, let's go. Let's do it.
I know. Let's go, Wayne. It's going to be coming up.
Spring training right around the corner. Hopefully we don't get snowed in.
But if we go, we should tell people ahead of time what game we're going to. Yeah. And then they could come. That would be fun. Could be friends with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's try being friends with people, Wayne.
I can make that turn.
Yeah.
For the listeners, I'm going to make that turn.
Man, all right. It's going to be a big year. I can tell.
All right, Greg. Good chatting.
All right, Wayne. Good chatting.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Sorry about the edit.
Oh my God, we're almost at 2 hours now. Well, hope everybody enjoyed Hella Foggy. I'll see you next time, Greg.
I'll see you next time, Wayne.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we should definitely do an episode about just how things used to be. You know,
that's every episode, Wayne. Every episode is there's at least 50% of the content is us putting our teeth in and then talking about the good old days.
Good old days. Back in my days, I used to look up stuff in the Chronicle. I used to find out what was playing at 7:30 after Jeopardy.
At the Flickr show. Yeah, that's us.